second order derivative in parametric function. It's a very interesting, and be careful. First order, when it is a normal function with one variable, it is not difficult to do the second order derivative. But when it is in parametric function, let's say x is 80 square and y is 280. Find dy by dx. Okay, d square y by dx square. Find the second order derivative, d square y by dx. We know how to find dy by dx. So first we'll find dy by dx. X is a function of t, y is a function of t. That means you can differentiate these two functions only with respect to t. So I'm going to write dx by dt. Dx by dt is d by dt of 80 square, which will give me 280. Then I'll calculate dy by dt. Is d by dt of 280. 2a is a constant. Derivative of t with respect to t will give me 1. So your answer is 2a. Now I'll find dy by dx. Dy by dx is dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So dy by dt is 2a and dx by dt is 280. Hence answer is 1 by t. So till here it is normal, usual method. But I need to find the second order derivative. What is the meaning of d square y by dx square? It means d by dx of dy by dx. Which means d by dx of dy by dx. dy by dx is 1 by t. Here is my problem. The variable of differentiation is x, but the function is in t. So we'll have to apply the chain rule. So I can write this as d by dx of t raised to minus 1. It is like differentiating y raised to minus 1. It is like differentiating y raised to minus 1 with respect to x. How do you do that? Minus 1 y raised to minus 2 into dy by dx. Same thing we need to apply here because the variables are different. So minus 1 t raised to minus 2 into d by dx of t. Instead of y, it is t here. So I will write this as minus 1 upon t square into, how will I get dt by dx? It is a reciprocal of dx by dt. What is dx by dt? 280. So 1 upon dx by dt. So my final answer would be minus 1 by t square into 1 upon 280. Because dx by dt is 280. So dt by dx will be its reciprocal. So my final answer is minus 1 upon 280 cube. This is the most common mistake the student does. Usually what student will do, will differentiate t raised to minus 1 and leave the answer over there. This is a common mistake. 90% of the students make this mistake. You must remember, when you do the parametric function second derivative, this function is in t, but derivative is done with respect to x. Whereas in these two places, we are differentiating with respect to t, there's no problem. But when you do the second derivative, the variables are different. So we need to apply dt by dx again. And dt by dx will be replaced by reciprocal of dx by dt. Let's try one more problem in this. Now we have seen x is a into 1 minus cos theta and y is equal to a into theta minus sin theta. What do you have to find? The second order derivative, d square d2y by dx2. So first I'll find dx by d theta. A into derivative of 1 minus 1 derivative 0 minus cos theta is sin theta. Then I'll calculate dy by d theta. dy by d theta is a into derivative of theta is 1, derivative of sin theta is cos theta. I cut down the steps here because I need to write a lot more steps in this problem. Now I'll calculate dy by dx. dy by dx is dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. That is a into 1 minus cos theta divided by a into sin theta. Now I can cancel. Now I need to differentiate this again for the second derivative with respect to x. At this stage, ask yourself whether can you simplify it, because again u by v method, I am taking it to a much bigger step. If you can simplify this into a smaller function, then the derivative would be easy to calculate. So what I do is, I will use this formula 2 sine square theta by 2 divided by 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So that I will get tan theta by 2. Now my second derivative is much easier than applying u upon v. So every time it may not be possible. Wherever it is possible for us to simplify, see that after the first derivative, make it into as small as possible. Now I am going to differentiate. So I am going to rewrite. I have with me dy by dx is tan theta by 2. I have to calculate d square y by dx square. or d2y by dx2. It is derivatives derivative, d by dx of dy by dx. Please write this step so that you don't make mistake. D by dx of tan theta by 2. Please notice this. The variables are different. The variables are different. Variables are not same. So tan u formula to be applied. Derivative of tan u. Sec square u, the angle remain the same, into derivative of the angle. Derivative of the angle. This is very, very important. Take care of this most dangerous step it is. All of you will stop with d square, sec square theta by 2 into 1 by 2. Maximum you write. The variable is x, function is theta. So sec square theta by 2 into 1 by 2 into d theta by dx. Most dangerous step. Take care of this step. Again and again I'm reminding you, because 99% of students make mistake over there. It is sec square theta by 2 into 1 by 2. Now how will I replace the d theta by dx? It is a reciprocal of dx by d theta. So it will become 1 upon a sin theta. 1 upon a sin theta. Now if you want to make everything into half angle, you can make it. If you don't want to make everything into half angle, accordingly you can change it. So because this is theta by 2, let me make this also theta by 2, or you can do like this. 1 upon sec square, I can write it as 2 cos square theta by 2. So 2 is here, sec square here, and sin theta I am writing it as 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2, and this 2 and this 2 will combine, and there is also an a in it. So how can I combine this whole thing? As it can be written as cos sec cube, so 1 by 4a, cos into cos, cos cube, that is cosec sec cube theta by 2, and this I can write as cosec theta by 2. So this way you can reduce it, but that is up to you. Even if you leave your answer at this stage, it is fine. It is not an important issue. Here x equal to a cos theta, y is a sin theta. Find the second order derivative at theta is pi by 4. Remember, whenever value of theta is to be used, after the derivative is completed only you must replace theta. Do not replace theta after the first order derivative. Anyhow, let me do it in a very short step. So dx by d theta is minus a sin theta. dy by d theta is a cos theta. So dy by dx is dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. That is a cos theta upon minus a sin theta. As I told you, after the first derivative, you must make it as small as possible. So I can write as minus cot theta. This is the first derivative. Do not replace theta as pi by 4 in this place. You need to find the second derivative, second order derivative, and then replace. Now we come to second order derivative. This 2y by dx2. It is derivatives derivative. And every time I am writing this step, please do not forget to write this step. Then substitute d by dx of minus cot theta by 2. You notice this too, not same. This should be noted. So you have to apply chain rule. So cot will change to minus cosec square. So minus of minus plus cosec square theta into derivative of theta, d theta by dx. It is like cot u. Cot u derivative is minus cosec square u into derivative of u, derivative of the angle again. That became cosec square theta into 1 upon dx by d theta. Dx by d theta is minus a sin theta. Remember, dx by d theta's reciprocal is d theta by dx. It is minus a sin theta here, so I took the reciprocal. So I can write this as cosec cube theta divided by minus a. This would be my answer. Now I need in the second order derivative at theta is equal to pi by 4. When theta takes value pi by 4. So naturally, cosec cube pi by 4 divided by minus a, which is root 2 the whole cube divided by minus a. So your final answer is 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2 upon a is my final answer. This would be my final answer.